Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are having a fabulous day and you are safe wherever you are. So today's video will be a bit lengthy guys, so bear with me, but today what we are going to do is story mode guys. I know many of you don't play story mode because it is too time consuming, but believe me guys, it is one of the best game modes for getting biometrics. And with the introduction of the ultimate mode, the biometrics count, type enhancement kits, uniform exp, non-stone, all valuable items are in the story mode. I was planning to do a squad battle guide guys. Today I was planning to put a video about squad battle guide, but then I realized many of you are not in Vibranium League, most of you are in the Platinum League. So what I will be doing, I will intentionally downgrade my rank and I will go into the Platinum League and will make a video, and I think I will put it tomorrow guys. So today what we are going to do is we will be doing the ultimate mode, dimensional class story mode. This story mode is pretty interesting guys because it is time consuming. Yeah, I know it is time consuming, but it has some pretty good rewards guys. The dimensional class have many mechanics that you need to know about, and the rewards are also good in dimensional class. I guess there are 20 missions in the story mode of dimensional class, and what we will be doing is the only thing I hate is I have to switch every time and I have to select my team every single time, and that is really annoying. So guys, in total there are 20 missions in dimensional class ultimate mode. You will require 8 energy to play. There are various things that you can get like biometrics, type enhancement kit, non-stones, uniform exp chips and many more. So yeah guys, they are pretty valuable rewards. Like you can get level 4 uniform exp chips that you will that will help you in upgrading your uniform. Not to mention you also get a chest that has type enhancement tickets guys, and they are pretty good. The 5-star and the 6-star mega ones are the best rewards here. So without further ado guys, the video will be a bit lengthy, but I would try to compact it, so please bear with me for a short period of time. And why I am saying it is one of the best game mode for biometrics count, just look at my biometrics guys. I recently transcended Red Skull, and about 5 days, yeah, in 5 days I was about to manage 3737 bios. I was playing story mode daily. If you have the time, then you can also play the normal mode as well as the campaign mode, both of them. So in total if you play, you can get around 400 biometrics just from story mode. So here the first 3 missions are pretty easy. You just need to know the 2 things. Number 1, energy attack will not work here, just go with a physical attacker. So I choose Lady Deadpool here. It is not a very tough mode, just clear the mob as fast as you can. That's the simplest thing you can do here. So here we did it. I just fast forwarded guys just because I don't want you all to bear with me for long. So here we got 14 cap bios, that is pretty nice. So again, second stage, second mission, chapter 1, 2 is also like the previous one, just you have to clear the mob as fast as you can. There is War Machine and Vision as your boss. You can one shot them, so they are not very tough. They do not have very high of an HP. So here we just one shotted War Machine, and Vision is also pretty easy. The only thing that you will find difficult in the story mode is time guys. Yes, you will require a bit of time. I guess if you do the dimensional class, it will take you around 50 to 55 minutes if you don't die in story mode guys. If you die, then that time will be your penalty. Okay guys, so let me give you a brief description on the ultimate mode of dimensional class, what criteria you need to carry on. Like I can get around all the tokens, pretty much all the tokens. So what happens guys, there are around 3 to 4 missions that can provide you the same tokens. Like story mode 1 to 3 will provide you the first story puzzle fragment, the story, then there are many missions. Like in the dimensional class there are only 4 missions, that is why you can only get 1 token per missions. But story mode ultimate, the dimensional clash one, it has around 20 stages. That is why there is high chances that you can get the story fragment. Like the first 3 missions gave me three story mode fragments. The first puzzle fragment. So yeah, there are options. If you don't get in the first one, then you can get it in the second one. Now in this stage, your hero's recovery rate will reduce by -500%. That means your hero cannot recover their HP, guys. That is why this is one of the toughest chapter out of the story mode. So here are some mechanics that I would like to share with you, because these the chapter 2, 1, 2, 3 and 2, 2 and 2, 3 are pretty tough, because they can one shot you even if you have Deadpool or heavy regeneration characters, because your character will do not recover the HP. So here, guys, you can see the turbines can just, if you get hit, it's done, guys. The bleed will just kill you in like 2 seconds. So what if you got hit by that blade? So if you got hit, you will get the bleed. So instantly switch your character to another character, and if you get again hit, then again switch it. So you will get 3 chances, and if you don't recover from that, you will be dead. Now here, guys, look at my path. Please note how I am doing it. If you get hit by that poison one, it's a one shot, guys. Just a one shot, like not a one shot, like in 2 seconds your character will die. And if you die, your character dies, the chances of getting a story fragment will reduce. And let me just quickly remind you how it works. So generally, guys, there are recommended tier 3s and awakened characters that every stages give you. So if you have the tier 3 or the awakened character, you will get the character bonus. Like if you have two of them, you will get 50% chance of getting a fragment. If you have 3 of them, you will get a 75% chance. Now the rest 25% of getting fragment is based on how many characters are left alive at the end of the fight. Like if you have all the characters alive, then you will get a 25% chance. That means 75 plus 25, you will get 100% chance of getting a story fragment. So that is why being alive is very important in story mode. That gives you an extra edge of getting a story fragment. So here in this stage, again, recovery rate will be reduced. The poison meteor is another annoying thing. The poison and bleed, guys, they are just trash in the game for characters. Just note the path, guys. Don't get hit by those poison meteors. Like if you get hit, look at that, just half of the HP, half your HP. Like Jean Grey is one of the tankiest character, and she got, like, in just one poison, she got half. So if you get hit, unfortunately, just switch your character. In that way, you will remove the poison debuff, and that way you can be alive. And if your character dies, guys, just don't think, just restart the story mode, because if you die, the chances of getting a fragment is pretty low. Like here again, the turbines are pretty annoying, guys. If you get that bleed is pretty nasty. Like bleed and poison are the two important debuffs that do not have very high damage within a character, but here in the ultimate mode, they are pretty damn annoying. If you get hit by bleed or poison, it's your death, guys. It's your death. So here we charged the tier 3 of Cyclops. So here we will be hitting the tier 3. So she is not dead. So we also had Jean Grey's tier 3 ready. So we hit that. So story mode has 2 of the important things, guys. You should be doing 2 of the important things. Number 1, you should have a good control on your joystick. Yeah, because in story mode, you move a lot. The joystick work is a lot. Number 2, switching character, guys. Like when you get bled or you get poisoned, just switch, guys. Like here I switched to Iron Man, and Iron Man has pretty high movement speed. That is why I'm using him. So just note the path, guys, because if you don't know the correct path, you will definitely die. Like here I am waiting for those poisons to get off, because if you get hit by that, it's a one shot, definite one shot. So here the mobs, here we have to clear the mobs. So I am using Professor X. Professor X, Beta Ray Bill and Lady Deadpool are the 3 most important character for story mode if you want to clear it as fast as you can. So Professor X has very high AoE damage. That is why I am using Professor X, and he has the capability to one-shot many bosses. Like here MODOK. So MODOK is pretty annoying. If you don't one-shot, then the fight will get annoying every single time. Like, so I'm trying to one shot him by using a Professor X. Professor X has one of the best burst damage, that is why I used Professor X. And yes guys, in ultimate mode your cooldown duration and all your card effects will work. That is one more thing to note. Number two, your debuffs will work, but there are certain stages where bosses remove the debuffs, so you have to note that bosses, I will tell, like it is above the 50% of your story mode. In the last 10 chapters, yeah, in the last 10 chapters there are some bosses that remove debuffs. So here also guys, don't get hit by those turbines or that fire. Yeah guys, that fire can also give you burn. Like every debuffs like burn, poison, stun, fear, like these are very annoying in story mode guys. Like they don't have very high of a value in your character. Like many characters have burn, poison, cold damage, but in story mode guys, they actually do a pretty shit ton of damage. And yeah, that makes the story mode pretty difficult, but I love it. It's a bit challenging, you should know. Like here also, if you get hit by those fires, like that fire thing, you will get one shotted. So here again I'm using Professor X because he is one of the character that can clear the mobs really fast, and I don't want to spend a lot amount of time in story mode. Yeah, I do play story mode every single day just to get biometrics, because right now I am in the game where I have almost all characters at tier 2, and so what I am doing, I am trying to achieve level 70s. So for that I need a lot of biometrics. So here, look guys, just be patient, don't get hit by those blades. If you get hit by those blades, it's a one shot. That bleed is so nasty, it will take off your HP in just 2 seconds. So just be patient when you are facing to the turbines, the poison, and those stages. So that's the main tip I would give. Apart from that guys, you will clear it like normal characters, normal tier 3s can also do. Yeah, you cannot take any level 70 character guys. And yeah guys, one more thing to note guys, I found it like awakened characters can be used in the stages, but awakened characters, if they are not transcended, they will not be counted as your recommended character. So you need to have your character at awakening. So not at awakening, at transcend potential. So they are really focusing on the transcend potential, man. So yeah, it's a good thing. Like if you have invested a lot in awakening that character, you can also invest a bit to transcend. You will get that juicy stats, you know. So here guys, try to be in iframe. Those poisons will surely kill you. So try to be in iframe or have a damage block or invincibility up. So that way you can tackle those poisons. So here I used Medusa to kill Captain America here. So he was not one-shotted, but she can one-shot. Cap moved out of the radius there. So here guys, again I would say like these fires, if you get burned, you will be dead. So don't hurry and just wait till the fire offs. Then go to Doc Ock and just one-shot him. Like Deadpool can one-shot, but my Deadpool doesn't have a CTP of energy or that. So characters like Lady Deadpool, Professor X, Beta Ray Bill, these are one-shot characters. They can one-shot some bosses. So we will be prioritizing them later. So I have uploaded the first part here guys, because if I would have done the 100%, the video will have been so lengthy. So that is why I didn't recorded the whole fight. The 50%, this is the first 50% of the fight, that is 10 stages of dimensional class. So this one is the last one. So here I am using Beta Ray Bill. I will be telling why I am using Beta Ray Bill here, because he's a one-shot pony guys. Like he just one-shot bosses. So here we will have 2 of the bosses that have pretty high HP, that is Hawkeye. Like here what we are doing to do, the same rotation of Beta Ray Bill, 4 cancel, 5 cancel, 3 cancel, and the 6th skill. Now yes guys, the story mode do prefer veterans guys. If you are a new player, then story mode, ultimate mode may not be for you, just because you need a lot of tier 3s and awakened characters to get those story fragments. Here also we will be using the awakened skill of Beta Ray Bill to one shot Bullseye. So that's how you do it, guys. It was pretty amazing, like the first 50%, and we got some pretty awesome rewards, guys. So let's see what did we got. Okay guys, so in total we played 10 chapters and that costed us 80 energies. The total biometrics that we gained were a total of 84 biometrics, guys. So first 50% of the game mode gave us 84 biometrics. Not to mention we also got some non-stones. In total we got around, like blast, I have 17 plus 17 plus 17, so in total you got the maths, guys. I am pretty weak in maths. So we got a total of 150 non-stones from the first 50% of the fight, and we got some type enhancement kits, as you can see. So we got a total of 72 1 stars, 18 2 star, and 10 3 star. So in my opinion, for like 80 energy, these rewards are pretty good. Not to mention you also got some story fragments, like which ultimately would result in 100%, and you will get a type enhancement ticket. So yeah, pretty amazing rewards, guys. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I will try to upload the second half of the story mode ultimate really soon. I am pretty busy now because my examinations are also on, so that's why. So, till then, be safe, guys, and see you in the next one.